Khandagiri Cave 12 to 15. Near the cave 11, you can see a track going up. This track will at first lead you to Akash Ganga and then successively to the Jain temple on the crest of the hill. Following the track for a short distance, you will find a small rock-cut pool called the Radha Kund, and its southwestern corner is the remnant of Cave 12 consisting of two cells. Beyond this is Cave 13 and two long dwelling cells. In front of the cells is a benched and four-pillared veranda in ruins. A flight of steps from the left side of Radhakund leads up to the natural cavern with a depression in the middle of the floor containing water and is locally known as Syamakund. A few meters to the southwest, at a lower level, is a long dwelling cave, Cave 14, locally called the Ekadasi Gufa, open in front. A small cave, Cave 15, open in front, is visible on the west side near the foot of the hill. To the northeast, at a higher level, is a long natural tunnel. At the rear end is a small pool of water, locally known as Gupt Ganga. After crossing all the caves, you may now proceed to Jain temple. At the top, you will have an amazing view of the surroundings. Khandagiri offers a fine view of Bhubaneswar from its summit. The 18th century Jain temple at the top of the hill dedicated to Rishabhnath was most probably built on the site of an entire shrine. The temple enshrines some old Tirthankars and preserves the continuity of the tradition of the glorious past of the hill. The crest of Khandagiri on which the temple stands is 37.5 meter high, 3.96 meter higher than that of Udaygiri. The substance of the rock is coarse-grained sandstone of a varied texture. However, later on these sandstones were duly exploited by the temple builders of Bhubaneswar during medieval period. Every year late in January, a one-week festival is held here. Holy men assemble to recite verses from Hindu epics and dedicate. During this festival, many shops come up at the foot of hills along the roadside to do brisk business.